Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today playing the daily challenge for March 10th, 2026. The character at this island and modifiers are insanity. Start with a random deck of 50 cards. Purple cards don't appear in rewards and shops, and binary card rewards contain only 2 cards. This might be a tough combination, and I think that is confirmed by the fact that, 29th place is already less than 1,000 points. Which means this might be a really tough run, and I don't see any familiar names, so yeah, let's see if I can maybe try to go for... Actually, yeah, Highlander is going to be really tough. I do start with 2 extra Crescendos, 2 extra Eviscerates, 1 Inner Peace, 1 Nirvana. Yeah, no, there are way too many duplicates. I do start with a Collector's on the Prostrate, though, so that's interesting. I also have Talk to the End and Tantrum that might come in handy. And yeah, the Crescendos will help too. Yeah, alright, so no way to get Highlander. I already have 1 Collector bonus. I guess the goal is to get more. There's Hexagos at the end, 2 Lead Path on the right and left. If I go on the right, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 question mark total. If I go on the left, I'll get 1, 2, 3... Just 3, no, 4 question mark. Yeah, let's go on the right, get those early question marks out of the way. Right, and I don't think there's anything I need to wait for specifically to play, right? So I think I can just get started here. There's a study, though. Wait, this guy buffs itself. Is that a little too early to try to go combo? It might be harder to get later. Let me spend a little bit of time. I should have probably done the Eviscerate, huh? That would have gotten rid of one of them. Here, let's do Foresight, Prostrate, and then Heal Hook. Actually, let me do Quick Slash first. Okay. So yeah, because the backline is only going to attack for 5, I think I'm going to try to speed this up and try to get the study and get combo out of the way. Yeah, let's try that. All right, so I'll speed this up. I'll be right back. Alright, so I feel like I might be able to pull this off now, so I'm gonna start, otherwise I might take too much damage, right? So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me do 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, reshuffling there. 9, can I get overkill? Yeah, I can actually get overkill with the prey, right? So let's do 10, that also gives me extra energy. Then 11, 12, 13, 14... 15, 16, oh no, let's do 17, 18. I'm rounding off cards, 19. So if I didn't miscalculate, actually, just to be safe, let's do 20 and then 21 Windmill Strike to get me overkill. Alright, so I got overkill and combo out of the way from Act 1, that should be helpful. Third Eye Blade Dance, I have definitely seen both of those. I have 1 Blade Dance and 1 Third Eye. I feel like maybe Third Eye, another defensive card might be better in this deck. Alright, here I got my first Curse, Regret, as well as Duvidal. First Curse, next search come with 1 Strength. Very handy together with, given together with a Curse. Here I'm losing 7, 12, 18, 25, 30, 2 HP to get the Strawberry to heal back 7. Up and pick up race actually by 7. Alright, I'm a little worried. I wonder if I should rest the next rest set actually, just to be safe. Alright, here I can't afford any of the relics. This was an unexpected shop. I can grab the Blade Dance, so let's do that. Cut Through Fate. Dagger Spray might be fine. A Block Potion might have been interesting too. But yeah, I think I will rest at the next rest side just to be safe. Have a little bit of a buffer. Alright, here I think I'll do Prostrate, Tantrum, then... I should have done Bowling Bash first, huh? No matter, this is enough to kill. Okay. Got a Skill Potion, Tranquility, Pressure Points. I don't think I have either. Yeah, I don't have any Tranquilities, and I don't have Pressure Points, and because I don't want Pressure Points, let's take another Tranquility here. Or my first Tranquility. Alright, should I rest? It seems... Does it seem cowardly to rest? I do have a few regular fights before the Hexagos, and there's honestly nothing that I urgently need upgraded, so let's just rest here just to be safe. I would like the Talk to the End to get upgraded, but I don't think that's urgent. Alright, so unfortunately I'll take... Actually, I'm glad I rested because of that regret. But yeah, let's do Study here. Try to Crescendo. That's tempting. Let's do Crescendo. Okay. Alright, Talk to the End would wake it up, right? Still, I think it is worth it. Let's do Talk to the End. Let's do Prostrate. Let's do Quick Slash. Oh man, there's Inner Peace. Yeah, that's tempting. I can't always enter Wrath, so I'd rather make sure I can also exit it. There's Tantrum and there's Empty Fist. I think I should be fine here. If I do Tantrum, then Prostrate, then Cut Through Fate, Worship on Move. I don't need any of those. Bowling Bash. Oh no, I need a little bit extra. I don't have enough. Let me see if the Skill Potion gives me something good. Yeah, Spirit Shield is fine. Okay. And then I can do Empty Fist. Alright. I just need to deal, actually, Windmill Strike, is that going to be enough? Yeah, almost. If I do, hang on, if I do Crescendo, then Blade Dance, that should be enough too, right? Alright, had to use a potion, but perfect this one. I got Snecko Skull, one of you play poison to play one additional poison, like water or prostrate. So I have, oh, I already had enough prostrates. I don't have any like waters, but yeah, fine, let's take it. Alright, here I think I'll upgrade. I do have a few talks with the end I would like to get upgraded. There is one card that becomes an 8, the Infinite Blades, but I don't know if I desperately need that. We got Smiley Mass, and Merchant card removes always, that always costs 50 gold. Okay. And here I got these Sentries. This one might be rough, especially if I don't draw any defensive cards on turn 1. Is there any reason for me to drink the Power Potion here? I cannot imagine what it would give me for me to be able to fully defend. So this would be 15 plus 10 is 25. I need 39. Think there's anything I can do, but I mean, let's give it a try. Devotion, Accuracy, Nirvana. I mean, Accuracy does something, but it's still not going to be enough. 27, 37. I'm very close, but not quite there yet. That's a bummer. Right. 10, 27, 37. Yeah. All right. In that case, let's just take the 9 damage and instead target somebody else. Yeah, that's a shame. What did I need? Just needed a little bit extra there. Didn't have that. All right. Had like an explosive potion that would have been enough, although then I would have had trouble this turn. Let's do Prostrate. Stash up. Actually, no, I can't fully defend with the third eye here. If I cannot already fully defend, maybe I'll just try to lose HP in preparation of the Hexagos fight. Might not be a bad idea. Alright, here let's do Tantrum, Consecrate. Okay. Then Crippling Cloud. Alright. And then Windmill Strike gets rid of this guy, and then gets rid of the backliner too. Yeah, got Bagger Mobus at the Savage combat apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. I don't think I'll go for rare cards. I think I'll take the Prepared. Yeah, I think in large deck like this, rare cards won't be that useful. Alright, 11 incoming. Let's do the Prostrates for some block. I could fully defend with the Perseverance. Wait, actually no, I wanted to lose HP, right? Yeah, let's just lose HP here. Okay. So I would probably... I still have a few regular fights. Okay, maybe I shouldn't lose too much HP. Because again, I will still have some regular fights coming up. Eviscerate is 24. That's almost enough. Not quite though. Yeah, I'm almost fully defended here too. Okay. And then here I can just do another Eviscerate. Beautiful. Alright, Flying Knee, Meditate. I know I already have a Meditate, and I haven't seen a Flying Knee yet. Yeah, I don't have one. Alright, let's take a second Meditate then. Okay. Alright, here, move a card to your deck or gain gold. Honestly, there's nothing I really need to remove. Yeah, in a large deck like this, no one card is going to make a difference, so let's gain the gold. And then here, I think I'll try to lose... Actually, it shouldn't be too difficult to lose HP, especially if I barely have any block on turn 1. Let's do... Wow, I guess I'll do Footwork Prostrate. And now I'm trying to not to lose too much HP. Let's do Pray and Meditate. Okay. Yep, definitely losing some HP. Well, I wanted to drop down 23, and that definitely happened. There is a choke that's interesting with a bunch of prostrates. All right, let's choke this guy. Then do prostrates to enter Divinity. Okay. Then eviscerate one of these, which seems a little overkill. And yeah, might as well do Tranquility at the energy. Okay. Fortunately, next turn I'll be weakened. Okay. And here I do have to Consecrate. That's nowhere near enough. Let's do Quick Slash, then Consecrate. Okay. And then I can do Cut Through Fate and one more attack card that's not the Windmill Strike. Bowling Bash. Okay. Alright, drop to 19, which is good. We got a Cunning Potion, Dodge and Roll, or Deflect. Not a huge fan of either. I guess with the Footwork, Dodge and Roll is slightly better. Let's take it. Okay. And Acid Slam and Cultist. Now, I would like to avoid taking damage if I can. Let's do... I do Crescendo Choke would kill this guy, right? Yeah, I think I'll do it. Let's do Crescendo Choke. Okay. Windmill Strike is only 24 damage. That's not quite enough. Let's do Blade Dance. That will be another 30, and then this is enough. Beautiful. Okay, we got an Explosive Potion, Nirvana, all-out attack. I do have one Nirvana, no all-out attack, so I'll take it on the Nirvana, although I don't really scry that much. And then here, let's upgrade the other Talk to the Hand. Might be really tempting to get upgraded. Let's do it. Okay. Right. I haven't drawn the upgrade of Talk to the Hand. Oh. Okay, so, Nirvana, Third Eye, Like Water. All of those are good. Let's do Third Eye first. Okay, I might need some block next turn. Let's get rid of all of these. And then I'll do Nirvana and Like Water and hope Entering Calm. That'll give me some block. 12 incoming. Now, there is a Talk to the end and Sucker Punch. I'll bring it down to 6. And then, yeah, I think that should be enough. Talk to the end, Sucker Punch. Okay. And I can actually just do one more attack, but I don't have any. So I guess I'll do Empty Body. Okay. All right. I was a little lucky with that Talk to the end. I also have the Cunning Potion for an emergency 3 block if I need to. Here, Eviscerate is also enough to be fully defended. Those the third eye. But Eviscerate also deals a lot of damage. Now, unfortunately, I will take a lot of damage from the Regret, but that's fine. Okay. At least I don't have to see the Regret again until the reshuffle. Alright, let's do Prostrate, Consecrate. And if I enter Calm, I'll be able to fully defend. So let's do Foresight, Nirvana, and then Inner Peace. Okay. Late Dance, Building Bash, Empty Fist. I probably don't need the... Actually, I think I'll save the Empty Fist. The Blade Dance is enough here, right? Let's do the Blade Dance. Okay, gives me enough block. And then, should I risk Crescendo? No, next turn I'll be attacked. I think I'll play the Crescendo next turn. So I don't think I'll do anything else here. Okay. Alright, here I am being attacked. Oh no, this is the turn I'm not being attacked. Okay, let's get rid of these two and then do the Eviscerate, I guess. Yeah, let's do Crescendo, then Prostrate, then Eviscerate for a lot of damage. Okay. I guess I'll give it and do the Meditate. I will need block next turn, and I cannot use the Prostrate. I won't be able to enter Divinity. Piercing Will might be good. Let's do that. That should guarantee me being able to fully defend next turn as well. Cut Through Fate is not bad either. Okay. Alright, there's also Riddle Withholds, which is really nice. Let's do Prostrate here. If I do Crescendo, hang on, let me do Prepared first. Pray would allow me to enter Divinity. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, okay, I think I'll do that. So let's do Pray to enter Divinity. Then do Riddle Withholds, which deals a lot of damage. Then do Cut Through Fate. Sash with Flying Sleeves are both good, but I think the Flying Sleeves is slightly better at this point. Okay. And then I could also do Windmill Strike. That almost gets me Overkill too. Beautiful. Alright, Divinity is looking to be pretty good this time. We got a Regen Push, which I don't think I'll need, and also a rare card, which I definitely don't need. Definitely going to take the Black Star, at least from Disho Relic when defeated. That should allow me to get the other shiny modifier. Although I think, was it yesterday or 2 days ago where I wasn't even close, even with Black Star? Didn't get enough elites offered here. 1, 2 elite path. Only if I get to this elite up until here. Getting there from the left or the middle, I guess, gives me 1, 2, 3 early question mark rooms. That's it. On the right side, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4 question mark rooms. Okay. And I also have the choice of going for a shop, although I'm not 100% sure if I should. Let me get here in this side. If I don't need the shop, I'll just do a regular fight instead. So yeah, let's get there first. Right. 300 gold is a little too little for an extra shop. I might want to wait to have a little bit more. Do I want to do... You know what? I think I'm going to risk Crescendo and Riddle Withholds. Yep, that deals 40 damage, and I'll just need another 45, which unfortunately is not doable. Fine. So then let's do Empty Fist. Third Eye. I probably don't need any of these. And then Ability or Perseverance. Let's do Perseverance. I'm hoping I'll be able to come up with 25 damage. I do have 12 already. This is 24. One short. Oh man, that I want to take 20 damage, so I think I'll just do Eviscerate and then throw the Explosive Potion, which is wasteful, but, you know, it frees up a potion slot. A Liquid Memories Potion, that's a much better trade. Evaluate or Deflect. I don't think I have any of these, right? I did reject the Deflect before. Let's take an Evaluate, sure. Let's reject all the Deflects, why not? Right, here, I don't think I need to remove anything in the car in my deck. I have such a large deck, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Here, yeah, let's take a second curse. Unfortunately, it is the Wraith Curse, which is not amazing. We also got Turn Become Lunga Become Frail. And then, okay, I am a little hesitant to go for a shop just yet. With the gold, I would only be able to afford at most two relics. I think I'll save the gold for later. Let's hope that's not the wrong decision. But yeah, let's skip this. Let's skip this. Let me also really briefly check on my audio levels. Alright, it seems to me that it's slightly quieter than usual. I did not change any settings. So yeah, let me know if it's quieter and I'll just turn up the volume. But, huh. Yeah, this is strange. Yeah, I mean, I can still hear myself, so I don't think it's too big of an issue. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you think this is quieter or if you would like it to get lighter. Alright, so 10 incoming here. A little risky to enter Wrath at the beginning. Although now with the Wraith, I do have extra strength. Let's start with Prostrate Quick Slash. I was hoping for some more block. I did not get that. I'll do Outmaneuver Nirvana, might as well. Okay. Not being attacked here. There's an Eviscerate, which now deals 27 damage. With Vulnerability would have been more, right? Let's do Prostrate, Eviscerate, and let's do Inner Peace and Evaluate. Okay. Only had some discard synergies. I have some nice Eviscerates. Let's do Talk to the End and Riddle Withholds. That should give me plenty of block. Okay. And then Windmill Strike is almost enough. Just need a little bit extra. I did not get any extra. I can do Piercing Weld and Actually, that's enough to be full defender, right? Let's do Crippling Cloud. That way the Wind Strike... Actually, the Wind Strike would have been enough either way. Yep, fine. Alright, we got a Cultist Potion, which I'll probably take over the Regen Potion. I don't think I need the Regen Potion. Flying Knee, Sneaky Strike. Well, if I had discard synergies. I don't have a Flying Knee and I don't have a Sneaky Strike. Let's take the Flying Knee at this point. I think it's slightly more useful. We got Raja, so I just go with 1 strength. Okay, that makes the Tantrum even. The Tantrum and the Eviscerate even better. Alright, I think I upgraded all the Talk to the Ants, right? Let me just check the sorted cards. Yeah, I upgraded all the Talk to the Ant. Do I want to upgrade the Infinite Blades? Not really. So honestly, I don't know what to upgrade here. Let's upgrade the Meditates. If I get 2 of them, well, I would need a lot of energy to do an Infinite, but actually I can't do an Infinite in my... Yep. Can't really do an Infinite with a card that makes you end turns. Alright, so here I have Bowling Bash. That's 45. I do have a Cunning Potion and a Liquid Memories Potion. So if I do Bowling Bash, hang on. Can I enter Wrath? If I enter Wrath, I can kill anyone. And then Empty Fist with Wrath would be 36. That's not quite enough. I do have the Cunning Potion to get me... I think it's going to be 10 times... No, it's going to be 6 plus 9, 9, 18 each. With the Vulnerability, that's 27 each. So 2 of them is enough to get rid of one of them too. I think I'm going to risk Crescendo. I feel like I can make it work. So let's do Crescendo. Then let's do Bowling Bash to get rid of the strongest one. Okay. Then I'm going to drink this. So each of them, yeah, 2754. So I can do 2 shifts to get rid of this guy. And then 1 shift and 1 Empty Fist to get rid of this guy. Beautiful. Alright. And Meal Ticket, when we enter a shop, heal 15 HP and the boot. When we do 4 less unlocked attack damage, increase to 5. Consecrate or Prostrate. I had enough Prostrates and I only have 1 Consecrate, but let's take a second one. So it's pre-upgraded, which is nice. Alright, here I got the Snicko. Probably fine to start with Eviscerate, right? Yeah, let's do Eviscerate, 45 damage, and then a Consecrate. Okay. And then here, 15. Now I wouldn't mind getting some Eviscerates. Unfortunately, looks like I'll take a little bit of damage here. Let's do Consecrate. I think I'll do Like Water, because then when I play the Tranquility, I should be able to defend a little bit extra. Or I can do Meditate. Yeah, let's do Talk to the Hand and Meditate, and let's bring back the Eviscerate. Oh, I guess the Eviscerate was not affected by the Confusion. So this is only 30 damage. I need slightly more. Actually, if I do Crescendo, then this is enough to kill. Right. Okay, Third Eye Sucker Punch. I had 1 Sucker Punch and 2 Third Eyes, right? Yeah, let's take a Third Eye. And then going on the right for the next elite and the extra question marker. We got question card, future card awards, so 1 additional card to choose from. That's really nice. And here I got Shame Curse as well as Blue Candle. And Pivot Curse cards can now be played. Whenever we play Curse plus 1 HP and exhausted. That's really good if I get Centennial Puzzle 2 with the right in my opening hand. Also really nice I have extra strength now. Alright, yeah, I guess I could have gotten Overkill combo here, but I already got it out of the way. Let's do Talk to the End, Sucker Punch, Sash Whip this guy. And then Prostrate and get rid of the Regret to avoid taking too much damage. I'm still taking some damage, which I think is fine. And then here, yeah, might as well do Infinite Blades. Should I do Crescendo? No, I think I'll do Third Eye, get rid of all of these, and then Blade Dance might be good next turn. Let me also maybe grab, what, Sucker Punch, sure. Come. At 12 incoming, yeah, I think here I can do Shiv. It's very tempting to do Crescendo. Let's do it just because I have a Bowling Bash. And then should be able to get rid of this guy. And then I can also do Sucker Punch. And let's do Outmaneuver for next turn. Yeah, because I got Overkill and combo out of the way, I don't need to waste too much time here and can just finish. Beautiful. Alright, backflip pressure points. I already have, well, I don't want pressure points and I don't want the Nightmare, so let's backflip. Okay, I got the Book of Stabbing. Unfortunately, not as many good potions as I'd like. I can fully defend with the Prostrate and the upgraded Third Eye, right? So let's do that. Talk to the End is great. Let's get rid of everything else. Although Prostrate might have been good too, but no, let's save the Talk to the Hand. And then let me do another Third Eye. No, I think I'll do Outmaneuver and an Inner Piece. That way, when I'm ready to exit Wrath, I can gain energy. 18. Well, there's a Tantrum, but I think the only way to perfect this one is to do the Talk to the Hand, then Tantrum. Then Consecrate, Dodge and Roll, Evaluate. Might as well do Windmill Strike, but then I basically need to find... Wait. Yeah, no, I need to... There's... To get 36 block, I need 11, so a 4 hit card that I don't have. So yeah, I think I have to bring back a way to exit Wrath, which must be the Inner Piece, which is a shame. But it allows me to fully defend this turn, and then this turn I just need to deal another 21. This is not enough. This is only 5. Yeah, that might have been a waste of a potion then. Yep. All right. No way to predict that. If I knew I was not going to perfect, I would have saved that liquid memories potion, because that was a good potion that I sort of wasted. All right. Here, let's do the prostrates, then do prepared, and I can do eviscerate. Beautiful. Right. Another 45. Could do crippling cloud for weakness. A little worried about losing too much HP, but yeah, let's do crippling cloud here. Then do foresight. Okay. At least the foresight gives me a bunch of block. And then here, I don't need much to kill, but I do need a little. There's another toxin which is good, and the riddle withholds is enough to kill. Yep. Bummer I wasn't able to perfect this one. I got Pendant. Every 10th attack you play deals double damage on Happy Flower. Every 3 turns gain extra energy, which is great. A weakness potion, poison snap, slice are prepared. I feel like I wouldn't mind more discount energies, and I know I already have one prepared, whereas I don't think I have any of the other two. So let's take the other prepared. You only have 16 HP. I have to be a little careful not to lose too much, like here where I'm about to lose 18. Let's do prepared, get rid of the shame. Then do, I think I have to do blade dance, lady shivs. Okay. Then do empty body and third eye. Still gonna lose some HP here, which might be an issue. Okay. 15 incoming here. At least I have some block, and I have weakness with the Sash Whip, which is good. Let's do Sash Whip, cut through fate. Or if these go would like another defensive card. Actually, no, I think I'm good with the prostrate and third eye. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and then... didn't I already have a regret? No, okay, I thought I removed the regret on turn 1, but it must have been a shame instead. Alright, fine. Did I discard it? Okay, I hope I discarded it. Alright. Okay. Yeah, did not get the regret there. That's good. Let's do another prostrate. Prepared. Third eye is enough block, so I don't need piercing whale. Let's do flying knee, sucker punch, and third eye. At some point I need a crescendo. Let's get rid of the collect though. Okay. Another 10. I could do crescendo and empty fist. That might not be a bad idea. Also, I am sort of running out of options. I can kill with the windmill strike though. Good. And I have the pendant braid for next fight. Set up tranquility, heal hook. I think tranquility is the only card I already have. Let's try not to lose more than 12 HP. I do have a weakness potion, and I have crescendo here, which is very tempting with double damage. So I think I'll do crescendo flying knee for 72. That's almost enough to kill, thanks to double damage, pretty much. And then let's do, I mean, doesn't really matter. Let's do footwork, sure. I just need to deal 4 extra damage, which should be doable, right? Yep, beautiful. Okay. Alright, good. So I got a skill potion here, Wallop, a valid, rush down. So even though I have a valid, Wallop is a great card, so I'll take it. And then here, just to be safe, let's rest again. Yeah, there's no reason to risk it. I'm hoping I can perfect this one, but again, no reason to risk it. Let's drink the cultist potion here. Don't want to start out with an eviscerate. That's not a horrible idea. Yeah, let's do eviscerate. That deals 48 damage, and then yeah, might as well get rid of the right here. Who knows? Oh, I should have played the prostrate. There's no reason not to. Missed that, and unfortunately, there's also no way to defend here, right? Unless I hang on. So I can do crippling cloud and then play the heal hook for free. Let's see if that gives me anything amazing. Empty fist is not that amazing. Alright, let me see if the skill potion gives us something good. Calculate, Gamble, Simmering Fury, or Tactician. I think I have to take Calculate, Gamble, and hope it gives me a good defensive card. Although with only 1 energy, I don't know what it would have to give me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could have gotten. Let me use the 1 reload and they A, fix that prostrate issue on turn 1, and then B, I could technically defend if I don't play the Calculate, Gamble and throw the weakness potion on one of the minions, which is wasteful, and I wouldn't have done that if I didn't know what was happening, but let's give that a try. So doing this. Okay. Luckily, I'm not being attacked by a collector, because then I would have no chance at all. So here, if I throw the weakness potion, I'll be 12, and I have prostrate plus perseverance, which is 11. Still 1 short. Fortunately, skill potion doesn't give me anything good, right? Wait, no, hang on. Didn't I do crippling cloud? That already weakened everybody. Wait. Yeah, I can full defend. I just need to defend against 10, and I have 11. How? I missed that. Wow, alright. Well, I'm glad I reloaded then. Okay, yeah, so I can fully defend here. And unfortunately, the backline is still gonna... Well, I think it's guaranteed to attack me this turn, right? Because, yeah. Alright, so now I need something amazing, and I know I'm not getting it. Although, if I get a Calculate Gamble now, that might give me hope. Yeah, not really. I don't even know what it'd have to give me for me to be able to perfect this one. Let's do Talk to the Hand, then Cut Through Fate. I mean, Prepared is not bad. Yeah, it doesn't really help me, though. I don't think I need to fly me. Yeah, I need to somehow come up with 22 block, and there's no way I'm anywhere close to that. So fine, fine. All right. This one would have been hard to protect. Also, very glad I rested, because without that resting, I would have been dead here. I'm not off the woods yet, actually. I have to be a little careful. Let's do Crescendo, then Consecrate, and then I guess I'll do a Shiv. Then let's do Blade Dance, play 2 more Shivs, and I think I'll save the double damage for next turn. Windmill Strike that deals 92. Is that going to be enough? Oh, although I'm going to be weakened too, right? Okay. Luckily, I'm not being attacked, though, so that's good. So still I'm able to deal 69 damage. That's nice. Cannot enter Divinity yet. So yeah, fine. Let's do Windmill Strike, Shiv. I guess I'll do Bowling Bash and the Prostrate. Okay. As soon as I draw another Prostrate, I'll be able to enter Divinity. Luckily, I'm still not being attacked, though, so that's good. I can do Eviscerate, and that's enough. Alright, fine. Yeah, no chance of perfecting this one whatsoever, which might explain low scores, because I think this was very difficult. Here, I'll go for Pauper for sure. Sacred Bark is interesting. I would like extra energy, so Coffee Drip is also tempting. I don't think I need Astrolabe. Because between Coffee Drip and Sacred Bark, I think I'll risk Coffee Drip just because the extra energy would... Again, energy at the start of your turn, you can no longer rest the rest sites. Alright, got the Time Eater at the end here. Okay. So 1, 2. Only a 2 lead path. Oh no, there's one on the left and the right. So if I go on the right, I'll get 4 early question mark rooms and then another 3 for a total of 7. Left side is nowhere close to that. Okay. Unfortunately, on the right, it does mean I won't be able to get a shop. But you know what? Let's hope one of the question mark rooms will be a shop. I'm confident about that. Alright, so let's start off with... I don't want to attack this guy, but I barely have any block. Still, I think it does make sense to apply Talk to the end of this one. So let's do Perseverance and Talk to the end. Come. Then do Blade Dance, and then each Shiv pays for itself, and I can get rid of this guy. Beautiful. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Come. Alright, here I can do Tantrum, get rid of this guy, and then double damage one of the Shivs. That's enough. Beautiful. Alright, Crippling Cloud, Sucker Punch, Consecrate. So I know I have 2 Consecrates, 1 Crippling Cloud, and I think Sucker Punches. No, just 1 Sucker Punch. Alright, let's take a 3rd Consecrate then. Come. Alright, here, unfortunately I have to lose something. I'm okay losing Nauseous Fumes, right? Yeah, if it was Dono Deco, maybe I would have kept it, but against the Time Eater, I don't think that's necessary. Definitely fight for a Relic here. Okay. Got the Orb Walkers. Piercing Whale is not a bad way to start. Let's do Piercing Whale. And I'm still taking damage, so I am tempted to just do Windmill Strike and Sash Whip to weaken one. And then defend as much as I can. Still taking a lot of damage. Be a little careful not to die here. Alright, 36. Let's do Prepared. Yeah, this might be tough, huh? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Worship and then meditate back that Worship. Because I think I need to enter Divinity, otherwise I am in trouble because I'm already taking 32 damage this turn. For rest side. I do have a lot of question mark rooms and then the rest side. I might consider resting there again just to play it safe. So here, let's do Worship for energy. Then do Cut Through Fate. I need defensive or offensive cards. Okay, I did get an Eviscerate. That's 99 damage. That's enough for the backliner. Alright. And then if I get another attack card, Tantrum is enough. Beautiful. Okay, that was a close one. And then seems top. Whenever you have no cards in hand during your turn, draw a card. Endless Agony, Dodge Roll, Wreath of Flame. I think Dodge Roll is the only card I already have. Yeah, I got Bag of Preparation. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. That's really nice. Always nice to have extra card draw. And I did get a shop, which also healed me with a meal ticket. That's great. I have a Dolly's Mirror. Hang on, let me first focus on cards here. There's a Third Eye, which I think gives me a collector's on that. Let's also take a Foresight. Can't really... Well, I might be able to get a collector's. And then there's also Sash Whip, of which I thought I had 1 copy. Yeah, I did 1. Let me see what I can Dolly's Mirror to get a collector's. I have 3 Crescendo, 3 Consecrates, and actually the Consecrates are upgraded. That might be tempting. 3 Eviscerates, which is maybe not the best upgrade. 3 Nirvanas. Prostrates already have enough. And I just picked up enough Third Eyes. I kind of want to duplicate the upgrade Consecrate. Yeah, that would allow me to not only get a collector's, but also have an extra upgraded card. Let me find the upgraded Consecrates. Here. Okay. And then I cannot afford... Oh, maybe if I didn't buy a card, I could have afforded a Relic. Because I am... Hang on. So I have 5, 10... Wait, 5, 10, 15, 19... I'm guaranteed another 5, so that's 24. Oh man, if I bought a card and now can't afford a Relic, I'll be very sad. But fine, let's take Tingsha whenever you... Actually, I don't even discard anything. Right, let's take the Regal Pillow whenever we rest an additional 15 HP. And then might as well buy things like Dark Shackle, Sash Whip, and I think I'll grab an Attack and Duplication Potion. Alright, so here, let's upgrade... what? Oh, actually, I just realized because of coffee, I cannot rest. Actually, the meal tickets sort of saved me there, right? I have no idea what to upgrade here. There's nothing that becomes innate. Wallop is always nice. Maybe I should upgrade the powers. Now that I have extra card draw, the infinite blades upgrade, and extra energy, infinite blades upgrade seems reasonable. Right, giant head. Have to be careful not to lose a lot of HP. I do start with third eye and piercing whale. That would be enough. Let's do infinite blades. Then let's do third eye. Okay. Dodger will be fine. Riddle with thoughts. Yeah, these are all fine. Yeah, I guess I'll have to piercing well. That allows me to full defender. Let's also do foresight. I might need all the little bit of block I can get. Then play these shifts here. Right, I do have double damage soon. Maybe with the eviscerate I can trigger it. Yeah, or the riddle with holds, right? With the extra strength I have. Let's save the meditate. That might be handy too. Alright, I think I'll do flying. Well, actually, hang on. Let me play some skills first, like blade dance. And then flying knee and riddle with holds. Right, yeah, let's do flying knee, then double damage for riddle with holds, which is 80 damage. I was hoping for more, but fine. Right, 13. I would like the wallop. Probably don't need the prostrate then. Alright, so here Nirvana is also nice. Gives me block every turn because of foresight, right? Let's do Nirvana. Wallop should be enough, especially with Sucker Punch. Yeah, I think I'll do Shiv, Sucker Punch, Cut Through Fate. Oh man, it's a shame I can't do the Talk to the Hand. Should I? No, I can't. If I play Talk to the Hand, I won't be able to pull the defense, so fine. Alright, have double damage up again soon. But then I might have trouble defending, although there's an eviscerate with Wrath. That would be a lot. Let me do Tranquility, then Crescendo to get the slow debuff going a little. Then Prepared. Actually, I might need Third Eye. Let's do Third Eye. Another eviscerate coming up. Will I be able to fully defend? I think I will. Yeah, if I can exit Wrath. Hang on. Let's do Prepared. I don't think I need that many eviscerates. Well, I cannot. Actually, if I discard something else. Wait, if I discard Tranquility, I won't be able to exit Wrath, so I don't think I can really do that. So yeah, it has to be an eviscerate. Alright, fine. And then let's do Shiv, and then double damage eviscerate for 198 damage. That's not bad. And then meditate back the eviscerate, because I am not that far from being able to kill. Although, Riddle with Holds is more damage, right? Yeah, let's do Riddle with Holds. Oh, two things, right. So then Riddle with Holds and eviscerate. Well, I might have trouble playing both. Okay. And then big attacks are starting up. Let's get rid of all of these. No more double damage, though. Let's do Shiv, Empty Fist for energy. Then Consecrate, and then Eviscerate is enough, right? Can I play another attack? No, everything will kill here. Beautiful. I perfect this one. Very happy with that. Great. Preserved Insect enemies in lead combats have 25% less HP, and oddly smooth stone starts going with 1 dexterity, as well as a swift push of gel skip. Local Dagger, Accuracy, Piercing Whale. I think the only cards I already have was the Piercing Whale, of which I had... where is it? Just one copy. Still fine. Let's take a second copy. Accuracy would have been interesting, but trying to get collector bonuses here. Alright, AoE damage might be a problem, although I do have the Consecrate. Let's start with a Talk to the End Consecrate, then, I don't think I'll do Sash. Let's do Prepared. Okay. There's a Choke, that's interesting. I could just get rid of this guy, right? Sash Whip is also enough. Here, let's Choke this guy, then do Sash Whip. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm taking some damage. I have to be really careful with the damage I take. I can't heal back up. Alright, do I have... barely have any attacks. That's unfortunate. Alright, fine. Let's do Sucker Punch. Do have double damage active. Let's do Third Eye. Consecrate is fine. Get rid of this. Then do Like Water Inner Piece. Okay. Yeah, double damage Consecrate is not going to be enough, right? Especially if that's the only attack card I have. Alright, let's just still do Consecrate. Then do Windmill Strike to get rid of this guy to avoid taking too much damage. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm a little bit in trouble here. Let's do Empty Fist Sash Whip. Well, at least I can kill one of them all the time. And then I do have the Crescendo, so hopefully I'll be able to just have a turn with some nice attack cards. Alright, well, there's an Eviscerate. Okay, so I think if I do Crescendo here, then Consecrate, then Eviscerate, then to Talk to the End is enough. Right. Okay, Poison Stab, Dagger Throw Prepared. I will take a third Prepared. Okay. And here I got Kunai. Every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn, you gain 1 dex, which can be good. The Maw, time-wise, alright. If I speed this up, I should be able to do fine. I kind of want to start with a Choke here. Let's do Choke. Then Blade Dance, 1 Shiv, a second Shiv, then double damage with the Cut Through Fate. And I would like to get a Crescendo for next turn. Okay. That was not a bad amount of damage for turn 1. Right, unfortunately it's a big attack, and I barely have any block. That's a shame. I am tempted to throw the Fear Potion. Because that'll save me some HP and also allow me to play the Heal Hook, which allows me to play the Wallop, which is definitely worth it. Yeah, so I think I'll do, let's do Wallop here. And then Third Eye allows me to full defend it. Yeah, I think because I have the Coffee Drip, I have to be a little careful with how much HP I'm wasting. And let's play these shifts here. Okay. Alright, I am tempted to enter Wrath. So let's do Crescendo, then Consecrate, Sash Whip, and I think I'll do Worship. Right? 24 incoming. Now, Piercing Wail allows me to be fully defended. Yep. Oh, no, because of weakness. Oh, man. I would like to Eviscerate, but that's not enough damage. Fine, let's not. Instead, I'll do Sucker Punch, Nirvana. Which is Window Strike, 45. Yeah, that's not enough. And then, fine, let's do Meditate. I'll meditate the Worship because, yeah, I had enough. And that way I can enter Divinity and hopefully not lose much more HP. Yeah, fine. Let's do Worship here. Then Bowling Bash and Window Strike. Okay. Alright, we got Ghost in Jar, which is an amazing relic. Or potion to have. Empty Body, Perseverance, or Dagger Spray. I know I don't have any Dagger Sprays. I have one Empty Body and I know at least one Perseverance. Yeah. Not a huge fan. I guess a second Perseverance is better than nothing. And then going right for one more Elite. Duplicate another card in your deck. Oh, I just realized I could have duplicated Curse before. Did I mess up? Let's duplicate a Shame. I could have gotten Curses. Can't believe it. Dalsimir, I could have duplicated a Curse. I'll have 2 question mark rooms left. Maybe they'll give me Curses. But man, I would have missed Curses. That would have been a shame. Alright, there's Eviscerate, which deals a lot of damage, not quite enough. If I do Tantrum, this would be, instead of 54, 108. Together with Tantrum, I think I can just kill here, right? Yeah, beautiful. Alright. At Potion Belt, I'm pick up gain 2 potion slots and Lantern Siege come with additional energy, which is helpful with all the extra card draw. I don't have any of these other than the Riddle with Souls. Let's take it and give me a curse, please. So I could get a curse out of this guy, and I think I should desperately try to get one. Let's do Consecrate. Prepared. Eviscerate a little cheaper, although I don't want to accidentally deal too much damage. So let's do Third Eye. Alright, all of these are fine. No, yeah, the more small attacks I get, the better. I think I will risk Eviscerate, even though it does deal a lot of damage, and I missed. I went over the curse there, unfortunately. Alright, fine. Let's do Infinite Blades and collect. I am okay losing a little bit of HP to try to get a curse out of this, because that's an extra 100 points. Of course, if I can survive. So here, let's do a Shiv first. 10. Okay, Cut Through Fate. There's a Consecrate. I don't think I need the choke. 15. Let's do Consecrate. Gives me Dex, which is nice. Another 10. Flying Knee. 15, and now I have double damage active. Great. Alright, let's do Third Eye. I need defensive cards. And then, let's do Collect, Meditate, and, or Miracle, and then Meditate. Again, small attacks, so let's do Consecrate, and... yeah, the Consecrate is upgraded. Actually, both of those are upgraded. Fine, let's take another one here. Okay. Alright, 21. All I want is a curse here. I can do double damage Consecrate. Fine. 10. Then Shiv. 21. Then Bowling Bash. I'm dealing too much damage. 15. I just have to wait, right? Let's do another Consecrate. 21 again. Backflip. Prepared. Sucker Punch. The weakness is not bad. 11. Nope. No way I can full defend here. I do another set of Shivs. Here, let's do Empty Body, gain energy, and then do Blade Dance. Play a Shiv here. Only deal 1 damage with this Shiv. No, nothing. Oh man, that's frustrating. 10 incoming. I do have Dark Shackles, but now I can barely deal damage without, barely attack without dealing lethal damage. I might just have to wait. Yeah, I think I just have to wait here. Which is a shame, but there's no way I can deal 60 damage. So yeah, I'll speed this up. Actually, how much was the Window Strike? It would have been 16. Right. I think I'll speed this up and try to get curses out of it, if I can. Yeah, see, Shiv's killed. The one Shiv already kills. Actually, because of the boot, I just have 2 attacks and that will kill. So I think I'll try desperately to defend. So yeah, I'll speed this up. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm finally getting a curse. I had to use my intangibility potion to actually be able to survive that one turn. So yeah, all right. I think that was worth it. The extra 100 points were worth it. And yeah, if I Dollar's Mirror, I mean, with Dollar's Mirror now, I did get a collect bonus, so that's fine. But yeah, ultimately, maybe potentially not the best strategy there. Anyway. Okay, all right, fine. We got a power potion instead of that intangibility potion, which of course is not the best trade-off. Cancel this. Yes, okay. Dagger throw, like water, or halt. I have like water. I don't have any dagger throw, so let's take another like water. That's not a bad idea to have. Come. And then, oh, this is funny. I can travel to the portal boss, but no, I'd rather have an opportunity to upgrade something. That's funny. You get it in the last possible event. That's yeah, I did get that shiny too, though, which is nice. All right, what do I want to upgrade? I'm a little worried about my HP situation. I think upgrading things like Piercing Whale or Wallop might be good. Let's start with the Wallop upgrade here. Okay. I only have 19 HP. That's not a lot. Time-wise, I might be able to put light speed if I speed this up. All right, so, that is interesting. But no, it's a zero-cost card. I don't think I'll take it. Worship is also interesting. Infinite Blades. All of these are interesting. I think I will do the Eviscerate. Hang on. Let's do Cut Through Fate first. There's a third eye. If I do Flying Sleeves, then I can do double damage on the Eviscerate, which is a lot. Almost 120 damage. But then I can't play any of my powers. I can't even duplicate it. Let's try that. Okay. That is very close to, but does not yet force a transformation. Let me drink the attack potion to play a Brilliance, which does more damage. And that will force a transformation. That, I think, is worth it. Okay. Right. Okay, so the enemy is transforming. I can set up by doing Nirvana. Third eye. This looks great next turn. Talk to the hand, Wallop, Consecrate. These are all good. These are amazing, actually. Do I want to? No, I don't think. Oh, wait, hang on. If I do, oh man, I should have reviewed. So there was a Talk to it, there was a Wallop, and there's at least one other attack. I think I can safely do one Prostrate because I want to be able to transform with exactly 8 cards. Although I did have a Power Push, I could have saved it for that. 26. So here, let's do Talk to the hand, Wallop. Okay. And then Sash Whip to weaken. And then, yeah, I can even do Consecrate or Cut Through Fate. Let's do Consecrate. Okay. Alright, so far so good. And then 27. This is what I was worried about, not being able to draw cards. And actually, now I'm worried about dying. Alright, let me see if the Power Potion gives something good. Fasting. Give up from Footwork. I think Footwork is the only thing. Well, Fasting might work too. Let's do Fasting. So then Prostrate is 10, 29. I'll be just barely alive. Let's do it. Might as well also do like water and pray. Okay, I'm down to 1 HP. That's a little, or 2 HP. That's a little risky. Especially with another 28 incoming. Dark Shackles doesn't do it, right? I can do Dark Shackles. Then empty. Oh no, I think I'm dead here, and there's not much I can do differently. Yeah, the best I can do is Foresight, Crescendo, and Empty Fist. Yeah, no, there's nothing I can do here. So, alright, I have to reload, and this will have to go in the thumbnail because I would have died if I didn't reload. Now, I wonder if the right strategy is then not to transform turn 1 and save some potions for later. Let's see if that does any better. So in that case, let's not even worry about the Pendip and instead set up some of my powers. So let's do Footwork, Infinite Blades, Worship, and I can still do Cut Through Fate and grab the Flying Sleeves now so I can do the third eye next turn. Okay. Alright, I am being attacked for 30. Can I defend against that? 12 plus 14 is 26. Not quite enough. Can I trigger? If I get one more dex, that's only going to be 13 plus 16, 29. That's still not going to be enough. So, let me see if the attack potion gives me something good now. No, it's still the same as before. I don't have any discard, right? So, yeah, I think I'll take Brilliance here. The power. Fasting might make a difference here in terms of block, right? So if I do Fasting, then, yeah, I can do something like Brilliance, double damage Flying Sleeves, then do Third Eye. Again, this is a great hand next turn. I will save it. Oh, that means I can. Well, actually, I have to play. Hang on. Can I play 4 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I can do Prostrate 1, Prostrate 2 to be fully defended. No, with the extra strength, it'll be 36. So I'm 1 short. Should have triggered the kunai first. Oh, I was so confident I'll be able to fully defend. Let me do the one more time. I mean, if I'm doing it, let's do it right. And I will try to play the same way as I did the second time around. So that means on turn 1, I drink the attack potion. I think I did, right? Turn 1, I played powers. So I did Footwork, Worship, Infinite Blades. Oh man, I don't remember. Did I drink the attack potion? No, I think I saved it for later, right? Yeah, I did do Cut Through Fate, right? That's why I didn't grab the Flying Sleeves. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm pretty sure that's why I did the first time, or the second time around. And then here for the 30 incoming. Let's do... Here I think I drank the attack potion, right? Yeah, and I grabbed the brilliance. Okay. Then double damage flying sleeves and shift for extra dex. So now 16 plus 13 is 29. And I need... What? Sorry, 39. No. Hang on. How did I extra block? So this is... Why? Oh, because I got the fasting. Okay, for a second I was like, what happened there? All right. Yeah, so now 16 plus 22 is 28. And I need 29. No, I need 30. What? 22, 38. Right, okay, good. So I can still play 3 cards. Right? Let's do Third Eye, and this still looks good. And then do the prostrates. Okay, yeah. So I think I played these shifts early. I got extra decks, and I was able to pull a defend here. Okay. All right, 28. Did I lose HP there? No, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Okay. So then here, let's do Talk to the Hand, Sasha for the weakness, then Wallop. Allows me to be fully defended and also gain extra decks. I don't think I need to play anything else here. Okay. Another 27. Yeah, this was the problem before too, right? Where there's nothing I could have done here. The best I can do is duplicate the prostrate, which is a huge waste of a divinity, but nothing better I can do. Also, almost fully defended that way, but yeah, almost is not quite enough. Yeah, that's a bummer. All right, at least I'm alive. Wait, I did get a lot of block, bunch of block at the end. Interesting. Okay, well, so far I guess I'm still fully defended. This was then the other turn I had no chance, right? Can I even enter Calm? No, I can't. So Dark Shackles brings it down to 19, but I only have 18. I think I'm dead here, right? Actually, I guess I have Talk to the Hand. So by playing a few attacks, yeah, I can play 3 attacks here. Alright, fine. So at least I'm alive, but yeah, no real chance of perfecting this one, even with a few reloads. Actually, hang on, it's not over yet. Riddle Withholds is a lot of damage. So this is 120, 240 if I enter Wrath with Crescendo. And then Shiv is enough to kill. Okay, fine. I did miss it by 1 turn, which is unfortunate, but there's nothing I could have done. I did get a lot of other modifiers, so hopefully that'll help my score. 1305, that's not too bad. So of the 6 elites I perfected 4, I only got the Act 1 boss. Was able to get Overkin combo out of the way early on Act 1. I'm very happy with that because I think if I waited for Act 2 for the Mystic fight, it might have just taken longer. I might have lost more HP. I did get 3 Collector Misses, which is not bad. And I did get Curses just barely. And I did make it... Well, in retrospect, getting Dal's Mirror on... getting a Collector Miss on with Dal's Mirror was not a mistake because I was able to get a Wraith Curse at the end. But that was tough. I did waste an Intangibility Potion. I wonder if I had that Intangibility Potion, I might have been able to affect the Act 3 boss because I think there was only 1 turn I took damage, right? Or was it 2? Either way, it worked out fine. I was able to get Curses and 3 Collector Misses, which is not too bad. I got 1 on the Consecrates, thanks to that Dal's Mirror. I was close to getting a few others. There's an extra Crescendo I'm seeing there, or 3 Crescendos. There's the Prostrate that everybody would have started with, and then a Third Eye. I got that later on too. Yeah, alright. Mr. Machine, I like Shiny, and Lightspeed also all very doable. Let's see where 1305 puts me in rankings. Alright, so I am 6th right now, 23 points behind Gemino. So I wonder if Gemini just was able to perfect maybe 1 more lead, but didn't get as many Collector Bonuses, or maybe the other way around, got an extra Collector Bonus and did everything else the same way. Gemini has been on a roll consistently and basically effectively 1st place, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's 1st place today again, although I wouldn't be surprised. 1380 is achievable. I mean, obviously I missed 2 elites, so theoretically 1455 is doable. Yeah, but still, Gemino consistently doing really well. Congratulations. Great score there. Also, I like the fact that he started playing later than I did and likely finished earlier than I did. But yeah, no, I'm also very happy with this run. It ended up going really well. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people struggled. Yeah, see, 34th place is already less than 1,000 points. So I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually a bit of a difficult run. You need to get a little bit lucky with the Insanity draws, and I did get that luck, which is very, very good. I also see the Darker with 1128. Anyway, let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was a defect run with the Draft, Diverse, and Night Terrors modifiers, and Gemino did amazing. 1st place, and I think the day before he was 1st place as well, beating all the glitchers, well, ignoring some clearly, obviously, beating scores. So yeah, again, 1st place yesterday too. Congratulations, Gemino, for 2 days in a row. Gemino was able to affect all the elites and all the bosses. Took the Frozen Core over the Nuclear Battery, which is very smart because, as he mentioned, that basically effectively, especially with Data Disc, gives you an extra 6 block after the 1st turn. And yeah, I think I was a little too blinded with trying to get more energy. And then also Gemino had the foresight to remove the curses, which I think I regret not doing. There's no way to get curses yesterday. Also, as I predicted correctly, did lose 1 point from getting the Poopy Relic by using it to remove a curse, and then also remove a right after getting it at a shop right afterwards. We'll do with that Highlander, Lightspeed, Overkill, and Librarian, and then, so, yeah, as I and Simone pointed out, yeah, first place, second day in a row, that's a very nice streak. In the comment, Gemini also talked about having a lot of fun with Slay the Spire 2 silent runs, one with Grand Finale, which is always impressive to pull off, and another run with having like a nice shift deck. There are a lot of fun synergies in Slay the Spire 2 with the shifts. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they nerf a lot of the cards there, because some of those cards are really overpowered. I actually am echoing David, who mentioned that he felt bad for stopping Slay the Spire 1 dailies, but he wants to spend as much time as possible ascending in Slay the Spire 2 before they nerf all the characters in, which I think is bound to happen. There are some like really insane synergies in Slay the Spire 2. So yeah, I can definitely see people focusing more on Slay the Spire 2, and I think that also includes the as I think Alex coined the Glitches Brigade. So yeah, that explains why it's slightly more fair to review scores now. Anyway, next we have Alex here with 1288. Alex perfected all the bosses, mentioned that he did have to reload a bunch of times the time meter fight, and then also mentioned that he skipped the Act 1 boss relic. I took Sozu, and that might have been a mistake, although I guess Gemino did take Sozu as well and was able to do well. And then Alex also removed all the curses, although he did not note the other modifiers, but still must have gotten something right because he got a pretty good score. Congratulations. Simone ended up with 1209. Simone perfected all the elites, but missed the Act 3 boss, which I think was a challenge for me as well. Just mentioned that he had one bad turn, which ruined everything. He did focus on signature move, which I took at the beginning as well, but then couldn't really make it work, and so I removed it later on. But Simone focused on that and also picked up a reprogram, which is something that's a bit of a blind spot for me. I know in Slay the Spire 2 there are cards similar to reprogram that are slightly better. I think there's basically a card that's one extra point of strength index than reprogram, both with the unupgraded and the upgraded version. But yeah, so it's a bit of a blind spot for me, but it did work out great for Simone. Congratulations. Also was able to get Highlander, Pauper, Overkill, and Librarian. And yeah, also Simone mentioned that the Slay the Spire 2 daily scores are really strange. You have a bunch of people who have 99 million points, and then like a lot of people. And then you also have a lot of people who have like 16 million, but they're scored higher in the rankings. So I think basically the Slay the Spire 2 team hasn't really focused too much on dailies yet, because you can't even see your score, right, when you finish. There's no easy way to determine what you get points from, although I did figure out mostly you get points from surviving, fighting elites, and getting a few extra modifiers like having enough relics, encyclopedian, I like shiny, etc. But yeah, I still think, I mean, I will still continue to play the Slay the Spire 2 dailies, but I wouldn't be surprised if they are just sort of yeah, not refined yet. It is early access after all. The next you have me here with 1163. I perfected 4 of the 6 elites, but missed the Act 3 boss. Even with a reload, I had no chance in a turn at least. I also took Sozu on Act 1, which ended up being useful with the extra energy, but Ole was surprised that it did so well with Sozu, but I think that might have been a mistake ultimately, because I think potions might have helped quite a bit. I was able to get Highlander, but no chance of getting curses. I actually should have removed curses, but I had some hope to be able to get enough curses at the end, but that didn't happen. I also missed the Lightspeed modifier. Librarian I wasn't even close to. At least I was able to get Overkill and Pauper, which is not too bad. And the next you have Roland here with 1136. Goldberg got 1113. Goldberg mentioned that he only perfected 1 boss and missed almost everything else. It was a tough run, and I can definitely agree with that. And then you have Mike here with 1108, and I think that's it for top 100, right? Yep. All right, that was it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.